Yo, Select Bass says, what's up, what's happening, homies? And we are back in Guntersville. We are back on Guntersville, and we're gonna see if we can get ourselves a bigger bite. Than what we got over there on Clark's Hill. Let's get it, homies. All right, guys, we do not have that clean audio because right now we're running off the GoPro mic because there may be some rain. Hopefully it's just a little bit of cheese piece and that's it, bros. Not anything hardcore. As long as it ain't hardcore rain, we're good. Let's get it. Actually, you guys can face forward now because there's no microphone on there. So let's fix that. You're big boys and girls. You can now face forward in your car seat or your boat seat for this particular situation. You catching them? 4 of them? That's That's what's up. Were they good size?
Oh, about 4 pounds.
4 pounder, that's what's up, man. Old school, what's up? Creole, what's up? Everybody, what's up? Josh telling us that there's some rain. Well, we hope to avoid that. Now the question is where to throw some lines. I mean, in all actuality, bros, we can just stop exactly right here and catch some fish. And that's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna stop right here and go catch ourselves a fish. Let Clark's Hill know what's up. Radar don't look too good. Old school. Hopefully we get missed by all that. I'm out here throwing top water like I like it. All right, guys, so I don't have the mics in because I don't want them to get wet. And then I got sick, so my voice is a little bit scratchy. So I'm gonna be yelling at the GoPro, and so my voice will get scratchier. All right, I'm gonna switch to a Texas rig. No, I'm gonna throw the shaky head. So what I did, guys, was I switched this reel, which was on the Narcissist, and I'm gonna cast it on this NRX to see if the problem that I had with the Narcissist was the guides. Let's see. Bro, that went through without even, I didn't even hear it hit that leader knob. Of course, I got a little bird's nest, but I didn't hear it hit a leader knot at all. Didn't hit the leader knot at all, guys. Now let me do a quick cast with this Texas rig. Totally different reel. I got a one-arm craw on it right now. There is a little drop right here. It goes from about 4 to 5 feet down to 8 to 10. And the grass edge ends in this area. I'm gonna see if I can catch a fish over 2 pounds, because over in Clark's Hill, that was impossible. Or at least it seemed like it was impossible. So let's cross that bridge first and then go from there. So what's up, homies? We are back in Guntersville. We're back in Guntersville, doing our thing, home sweet home. Let's find out if it's true. Oh, Elton caught a fish over there in his hood. That's what's up, Elton. What is that, Modoc? I would be happy with a 2-pounder snozook. I ain't worried about 3-pounder. Let's start with a 2-pounder, then we'll get to the 3s, and then we'll get to the 4s, 5s, and then that BBL plus. What was that? So whatever you're hearing right now, dude, is probably wind, because I don't have the mic. The mic's on. If I heard thunder, I'd be a little concerned about my salvation and stuff. But I don't hear anything. I see clear skies down here, clear skies over there. The only place that the skies are not clear is currently in that direction, and the wind is blowing in that direction. So potentially it just goes that way. The only thing that'll really concern me, because there shouldn't be that much wind, is the lightning. Other than that, we should be good. So, for the time being, I'm gonna focus on the fishing and not the weather. You see that, guys? Did you see what just happened? The entire reel off of this rod and put it on the NRX. So these guides keep on catching this leader knot right here, though they never really caught the leader knot when they were in the NRX. And that is really overhead casting issue on the Narcissist. So Elton, I use all kinds of rods that I've collected through the years, most of them G Loomis, but not all of them. Don't make me pull out that Nico already, guys. Or that chatterbait. '22, appreciate that weather update. Picture incoming. What are we doing? We're fishing, Krill. You got me thinking like Pinky in the Brain, bro. What are we doing today? What we try and do every day, Pinky. Try and take over the bass world. So my favorite is G Loomis, bro, but that is a very expensive rod. Those rods go for like 400 on up. But if you're living on the lake with your own dock player, maybe you got that kind of change. Oh, we're throwing Don's chatterbait right now, guys. Brass. So at 150, I've had this rod for like 10 years, bro. 15 maybe. This Falcon rod, I don't even think it was 100 and change. It is a HDC 66 MH Falcon rod. Yo, Snozook, if you, I think somewhere on the live or underneath the video or whatever, there should be a link to the store to buy whatever Latin Bass Assassin merch or Semperfish merch you want to buy, dog. I'd appreciate it. And I trust you've all seen Snozook's channel debut with that video that he so graciously provided me. What's happening, Steve? We're gonna post up right here, guys. I just gotta see where that dark cloud is headed, and then I mean we got plenty of time to wait here and then hit up another spot later. Wanna have a run-in with Sparky, because Sparky wins, bros. Not bad. This guy's counting his views. Snozook is going to start sending more videos so that he can boost the views. Steve, I do have a trailer on this chatterbait. It is the it's the baby, no, it's the Z2 or something like that. Of course, dog, this is Don's trailer. We've been throwing the same one for decades. Barely with a retie. Freaking fish jumped right in front of me. We have now moved on to the jig head minnow. We're going to throw them out here for a little bit. Right in front of me there should be some grass, then the grass edge, and then it should drop right about, or the grass should stop right about where that drop starts. Bro, Mr. Wiggles was born looking that way, but he still functions and he still produces. Steve, these guys are talking about a video that Unlimited put out on his channel. I would suggest that you watch it, bro. You might make an appearance. Tata is in the house. What's happening, Tata? I got made me do it. They made me go, Nico. These guys know I came from another state and they're making me wait this long for a bite. Come on, guys. They should be more welcoming than this. When I ride about less than a mile away from the ramp, they should already be biting. Biting as soon as I get here. They should be like, he's back, jump in the boat. But instead they want to play me like an out-of-towner. That's cool. Will not be on all night. I will try not to, Steve. Yo, Elton, this boat has been dubbed a never Ned boat. We throw Ned rigs never on this boat. At least I don't. Others may, because of course this is America. But I do not, will not, shall not throw a Ned rig on this boat. Sam, I am. Why don't I? Well, so to be totally honest, as I always am, I had Ned rig setups and stuff, but I never really threw them. That felt like a complete nothing is going to work except for these things. So basically a surrender to the fish. And I was like, nah, I can't surrender to these fools. But then I dug my heels in even more when somebody in the chat just kept on hounding me about throwing a Ned rig, and I was like, bro, I'm never gonna throw a Ned rig. And then I gave away all my Ned rig tackle to the Mustache Maniac, and now he has all my Ned rig gear, so if he wants to use it, he can use it. But from that point on, I was like, never netting, bro. The cloud seems to be holding steady over there. In about, let's say 10 minutes, we're about to bounce from this spot. We'll go under the bridge. We'll see what awaits us on the other side. Tata, I don't have a problem with other people using it. I just personally don't use it. A catch is a catch, bro. If you want to throw a Ned rig, dude, more power to you, player. But I was just like, bro, I'm never throwing a Ned rig. This guy has hounded me so much, I'm not gonna throw a Ned rig. Well, bro, you found your bait. You found your go-to bait when it gets tough. My go-to bait when it gets tough, or just when I want to catch a fish for sure, is the Nico rig, which is what I'm throwing right now. I don't know if these clouds are playing tricks on me, like they're like, okay, let's just wait till he gets under the bridge and then we'll sneak up on him. But I don't know. We'll figure it out in a second. Remember, guys, the only thing we're concerned about is Sparky. Anything else, whatever. Rain, let it rain on us. Who cares? When I start picking up radio stations with my rods, that's when we're all like, yeah, it's time to put the rods down, put the camera pole down, and let's get out of here. I wish I could microphone it. I have to yell at you guys, but however we need to. So this about another 5 minutes, we're out of here. Thanks for looking out, Mike. Probably none of them, because I don't really throw top water too much. What was gonna become my top 3 was that pencil somewhere. I believe that off my test line pounds, because I saw the fool and he jumped up trying to give me my bait back, but we weren't so lucky to actually catch him in the air and get my bait back. So now I got to go replace that pencil popper. That's where you went, Steve. You went to go see Unlimited's video. That's what it was. This will be my last cast here. And then we will move to the other side of the bridge. I am gonna check on Comfort Hump to see how much grass it has, see if it's getting good, or if it's still a no producing hump at this point in time. And I'm sure you can catch one off of there, bro, but I don't think you're gonna catch them like you would later on in the year. Later on in the year, bros, Comfort Hump is Comfort Hump for a reason. What kind of line do I use? Mr. Creel could probably answer this one. I use FC Sniper. That is the line that I put my faith in. Now this high vis line, I believe this is power line maybe, but that part really doesn't matter to me, this braid. The leaders are what matter to me, and that is FC Sniper all the way, 12-pound test. Mr. Creel does not like that I never retie, but bro, that line is pimp. That line handles business. Let's roll. Bro, that pencil popper, you barely pop it, and that thing goes left, right, like a champ. That guy is a nice topwater bait, but he's rusting in peace. Hopefully that fish was able to get it out of his mouth. What the heck, Joe? That's a long time, dog. But if that's the case, homie, let's get it. Dude involved.
Yeah, he's been reeling them in for me.
That's what's up. You doing a good job, bro?
Yeah.
Aw, yeah. side imaging, guys. I told you guys, it looks like those clouds are playing with me. They're just waiting till I come to this side of the bridge so that they can be all like, ha, I gotcha, sucker. All right, let's try Comfort Hump for a second. What's playing with me out there, guys? Bros, if there's a water spout, I think we got enough gas and enough speed to hopefully get out of its range. I heard of an itsy bitsy spider that happened to survive after an ordeal with a water spout. So, but I think what'd you say, spout? Now we got whatever was messing with me. He was trying to get in my trolling motor, that fool. He's on that Nico. That never nails Nico, homies. at his waterside chat so he doesn't ruin my worm. It's probably a 2-pounder. Just a little 2-pounder, bros. Probably about 2.5. Ah, mwah. That's what they need to look like, homies. Just some meat. We needed to see some meat. Watch that, guys. Pegged right at the top of the nose. That's what's up. That's that Nico nose piercing. Probably a 2-pounder, maybe a 2.5-pounder. I don't know what the deal was. I missed a couple right there, guys. If you guys want to guess, one more look. Ah, that's what's up. No tag, no tag. Comfort Hump is in the house. He did tear my worm up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to find a new spot to hook him. I gotta see the integrity of this fool. Let's see how he works there. Oh, fish jumping over there. That always happens, guys. My line bites down on itself. But, guys, that fish weighed 2 pounds, 4 ounces. That fish already outweighed about 85% of the fish I caught over at Clark's Hill. $22 with the gotcha fish. Bros, we are in like 5 feet of water at most. We are on top of the hump right now. We are on top of Comfort Hump. I don't know if you guys heard that weird noise. I thought for a second, I was like, bro, that sounds like a tornado siren. It's the camera angle, bro. All right, it's not raining this much. We don't need the tops. It's getting hot in there. Yells with, my dear. Something nibbled me. Some bit me. Something definitely bit me. I'll throw the chatterbait out there right now in a second. Oh, you want to start jumping, huh? Actually, before I throw the chatterbait, just because I saw Collins in the chat, I'm going to throw a topwater. It's going to be that Lucky Craft gunfish. Is it grassy on the causeway? Bro, everything looked clear. I didn't see any eelgrass anywhere. And that is your lake, your local lake report. Now back to you, Bob. Krill, I don't think you get wrestling hands unless you're an arm wrestler. Then you might have wrestling hands. You do have to have big hands to carry the mic. You know what I'm saying? When you're busting your rhymes, you gotta be all like blah, blah, blah. We're throwing Don's chatterbait out there. The grass is not too high here, guys. It goes probably less than a foot, but there's 5 feet of water in total here. Oh, I forgot I was throwing the topwater. Stupid. After this cast. That might have been one, but I missed it. Might have been one. Might have to bust out that thumb gel. Bro, you see I put my sun covers on, bro? I want to look like a normal human being when I get off the boat. I don't want people to be able to look at me and be like, that guy must have been stranded on a deserted island his entire life because he's all raisin. So we are basically, I mean, we're probably dead center on Comfort Hump. So I'm throwing off to the, just all around me, bro. We're gonna do a 360 cast and we're just gonna work every angle we can get. Of course, I said I was gonna throw a top water for Colin. One more cast with this, and then I'll throw the Norteños top water for a little bit. Comfort Hump is right where I'm at, dog. Did you send something, Snizook? Is that what you're trying to tell me right here, dog? Oh, yeah. This is what he caught it on, guys. A little swim bait of some sort. Oh, John. I'm already working on the way to film at night, but I just have to wait till I get a full moon, bro, and for it to get a little bit warmer, because I don't want to be out here in what I call the cold, but people will call the fresh. I don't like being in the cold. But I'm working on a method. It should be fun for everyone. What is this gross goo crud about? Let's get that top water out real quick. Toss it out there a couple times. And then if we don't get some off Comfort Hump, we'll throw a Texas rig and then we'll get out of here. But we gotta get out that thump gel. All right, he's been properly thumped. Bromance, did you say that I get close to my face when I cast? Are you talking about the lure gets close to my face, or are you talking about the rod, or what exactly are you talking about? Yo, moderator, can you put the subscriber giveaway information on there, please? As we have not done so. Oh, wait, it is there. Oh, man, guys. You see what my sickness did to me? It's made me lose all my facets of understanding, bros. I'm telling you guys, when I get sick, I become a little bee. I felt like I was getting sick towards the end of Saturday's live stream. Not sick of fishing, just sick. And I was like, what's going on here? One more cast over here, Colin. Just out of your sight so nobody can see the splash. But here we go. I really don't understand why these fish don't smash that like button on this freaking top water here. I'm now on this side. My bad, moderator, my bad. I didn't see it. I'm gonna attempt to put the microphone in, guys, so that I can just fish and talk to you guys at the same time without having to go back and forth. Way easier that way. Apparently I was making this jighead minnow on top water because I was reeling him in so fast and so high. The dude wasn't even in any water column, or at least it didn't seem like. Yo, Snizook. The moderator did ask or make a comment. She said, oh, so he doesn't talk in all caps. I thought that was pretty funny. Uh-oh, guys. Looks like the game warden's headed our way. I waved at him for you, Creel. I know you like to wave at him, Creel. That's your thing, so I waved at him. I said, let me learn something from Creel. I'll wave at the game warden. Let's see if this works, homies. It may or may not work. I hope it works. Microphone check. Did it work, dudes? Did it work? Did it work, bros? Did it work? The mic is good. The mic is good. Here we go. Now we're back, homies. We got the mic. We can freely cruise around. We can freely say whatever we want within reason, within Google's guidelines. We can freely handle business. Now let's get it. No more excuses. Let's cast this one time to here on the top of Comfort Hump, and then we are gonna go to Comfort Hump's, not her sister, because her sister's over there. We can hit her up in a little bit, but we're gonna go to Comfort Hump's far distant cousin from across the channel. That is where we will go. That right there. Yo, Rob, what's happening? Now I won't lose my voice out here, guys. I can just talk in a normal voice, and then the raspiness from my sickness and whatnot will not be compounded with yelling at you guys. I hate yelling at you guys, but you make me do it. If you guys would just listen, we wouldn't have these problems. Come on. I never even threw a Texas rig out here. That's dumb. Let me see if I can find that grass edge real quick on the side imaging, and then I'm gonna cast to that grass edge, because my BBLs off of Comfort Hump don't usually come from the top of Comfort Hump. They come from the edges of Comfort Hump. Though there's not a lot of grass here right now, guys. No, my dude. There's one Comfort Hump, but Comfort Hump has a sister. Pollen on the top of the water? Sunset at 7:21, guys. 7:21. Oh my God. We might as well have brought our 21. That means that the sun sets at that time, but then we will have zero light at midnight, or something ridiculous like that. So buckle in, boys. I hope you are ready for the show. Yo, Rob, where you been at, bro? I ain't seen you in a while. Hopefully life is good, my dude. .22, I'm still replaying Gotcha Fish in my head, bro. There's no need to motorboat between the two comfort humps, bro. Just use your trolling motor. Now, if you want to go to comfort hump's cousin, then you got a motorboat. But between comfort hump and her sister hump, no need to motorboat. You'll be good with just a trolling motor. Ah, I see you, fish. Where's my shaky head? Shaky head is killer here on comfort hump, guys. I catch more BBLs on a shaky head than I do anything else on comfort hump. Bros, so I just got an email from the Dallas Cowboys, right? And these fools, okay, so these fools have been slowly, and by slowly I mean pretty fast, slowly raising the prices of the season tickets that I have. Bros, I don't know what we started off with, but it used to be, I don't know. Let's say, I think it might have been $89 a ticket, maybe, at one point in time. So $89, let's just make it 90 for math purposes. 90 times 3, 270, times 8 is something. Then you add 2 more 270s is also something. But that is like low 3,000s or something along those lines. Somebody please check my math. Maybe not even $4,000, right? And just this year, now I've had them for, let's say 10 billion years, ever since they moved over to the new stadium, I've had those tickets. But they are now up to, bros, I want to say it was like, with just the seats, I'm talking about just tickets, I think it's like 7 G's now, 7 G's and change, just the tickets. And I'm like, bro, how did we go from low 3,000s or mid 3,000s to 7,000 and change when you got like should be on performing? Why do my prices go up, but their performance does not go up? What, Shallow? All right, Rob. I just want to know that you're a good player. I ain't seen you in a while. All right, let's get out of here, guys. We spent enough time on Comfort Hump. It's now time to explore other humps. But yeah, dudes, how in the heck have those fools' prices gone up if they suck? If they didn't suck, I would understand. Okay, charge me a little bit more. You guys are starting to kick butt. There's a cost to being awesome. But when you suck, how do you charge more? That would be like if I sucked at fishing and I started charging you guys more money to watch me suck even more at fishing. And I'm like, what the heck, cowboys? You can only push the love for the team so far before I'm all like, bro, you guys suck. But maybe these guys are trying to price out the cool guys like me, and they're like, eventually they're gonna crack. So when they crack, all the rich homies can buy the tickets, because we needed the poor guys to buy the tickets for a little bit until the rich homies came in. $22, if I feel like donating to a worthy cause like that, I'll think about it. But it's gotta be my choice, bro. It can't be these fools just increasing the price. Let's see. Snazook says they don't suck. Bro, have you seen Dak Prescott, bro? That dude, he chokes. He sucks. So yeah, bros, that's what they did. And I was like, bros, of course, like an idiot, I'm gonna pay it. But that's some bullfish, bro. Bull shad. Right now I'm putting some thump gel on this chatterbait. We're gonna toss it to this hump right in front of us. We didn't go very far. We didn't motorboat very far. Who won the bait caster? That was Kevin Farley. Kevin Farley won the bait caster. In case whoever asked that question, Farley, we will mail that early tomorrow. I barely got back Sunday night late, and then yesterday I was all sick. So today I was at work. We'll mail it out tomorrow. Kevin, if you are watching, we will be mailing out your reel tomorrow, bro. Don't even fret. You're gonna get it, bro. Tomorrow. I will mail it off, send you a tracking number. Yo, L, you were a season ticket holder or you just went to the games? Dude. if you got season ticket holders to the Skins, bro, those guys, they are the next up and coming team, dude. Those guys got themselves a quarterback. I'm gonna have to start doing the training that he does. This guy has a V. Do you guys mind fighting somewhere else? I'm trying to do a live here. Thank you. What was that? You guys hear these two little birds just talking shad to each other? But yeah, that's the next team, dog. Jaden ER time speed. Missed one. For the things he's gonna see so that when game day comes, bro, it's like slow motion to him. So I think I should do that for fishing. I should get a fishing game and do it at 2 times speed and see if that helps me set the hooks. What is that fish right there? I see a fish right here. It is like some kind of, my polarized eagle eyes see a fish right there. Let's see what we can do right here, guys. Might be a catfish. It didn't even pay my chatterbait no mind because my chatterbait was going crazy, spinning around on itself. Is somebody? That's probably a catfish. It looked like an albino catfish or something. It looked unnatural is all I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a gar. Pretty sure of that. It looked like a catfish's head though. Dude, I wasn't really a fan of Cam Newton. He was a little too cocky for me, bro. I don't think it was Escar, bro. All right, we got ourselves nice, flat, calm water all of a sudden. What happened here, guys? We had a potential storm brewing, and then no storm. I don't even know what to call these conditions. Is this mid-front? Because it's been raining. So, I don't know. It's gonna be raining all week, guys. Whether that's good or bad, really doesn't matter. It just means that I'm gonna look like I'm in a onesie right now. Not my wrestling onesie, but in my not usual attire. Time check, 6:14. We gotta make some stuff happen. One fish. We got one fish so far. Bros, how deep was it where I just cast? That's ridiculous. So yeah, dudes, they raised the prices. Now, had they been paying a good quarterback, then I'd be all like, well, raise the prices. I know I'm gonna get my money back. But with Dak as a quarterback, bros, this is like investing in Bitcoin right now. But not Bitcoin, but crypto. Let's say that. Because there's a chance that you could get your money, or there's a chance that these guys go 1 in a million, and then I end up eating all that that cost. Yo, Al, the trip I got back, I went to and from in one piece, so it was all good. So I thank the good Lord for that. The fishing, it left me wanting. I was not fully satiated with the size of the fish that we were catching over there. The one fish that I've caught today outweighed 85 to 90% of all fish that I caught at Clark's Hill. So I don't know, bro. That felt fishy. Stupid. If only it was crypto that was a gamble, dog. This is not a gamble player. This was America's team. This should have been an investment that would have gave me no headaches. But instead, it went downhill. As soon as they paid him his first big contract, bro, I don't know if he got scared of failing or what, but then after that, he was dink and dunk Dak, bro. The only time that he was throwing crazy passes and stuff like that was when we were already down so much that the prevent defense was on. And these fools, I mean, he could rack up 1 billion yards. Heck, I could be out there and rack up 1 billion yards. And you guys know I'm only a wrestling NBA or potential NBA rap star. I football, bro. Even I could get out there and throw when the prevent defense is on. And I can't even see over the line, bro. There's gonna be like 300-pound linemen in front of me, and I'll be like, I don't even know where my receivers are. I'm just gonna throw it that way, and it's gonna complete. We could have added a couple together. You are right, Steve. We could have put some of those little fish together and put it against that one fish, and they would have gone toe to toe. What's going on here, Guntersville? Why are you chilling like this? Now, that's one thing that Clark's Hill did have. It had action. There was plenty of action at least for the most part. It just didn't have size. The size was lacking. Because those spotted bass, they seem to be they're on some kind of medication, bros, that is not sitting well with them, because they are, when you hook into one, bros, they're like, no, you're like, dude, relax. I'm gonna let you go. And they just keep fighting and fighting and fighting. And I was like, dude, you're gonna mess up my bait. Will you just get in the boat? That I will give them. They fight like their lives depended on it. Little did they know I was not going to eat them. What is going on out here? Flat calm? Let's move a little bit. Let's reposition. I need to get some bottom contact. Where's my shaky? You see, guys, that over the head cast that I just did, this is an NRX. That would not end well if I had the narcissist rod on, or if I had this on the narcissist rod. I don't know what it is. I gotta do like sidearm casts, because casting overhead, it hits the leader knot and falls straight into the water, makes me look like a dummy. Who's a baller? They did fight like that, Mr. Creel. They were fighting like, but these guys were fighting not to get on the ark, which was weird. They were fighting like, I don't know, bro. Also, the other thing I liked about that place is that I could feel rock in all kinds of stuff. That was cool. I was like, yeah, we feel some rock. Here, not so much. What? That was a rock. And my high-vis line just wrapped around my hat. It's freaking quiet out here. It's weird. A little too quiet. This is the eerie silence before BBL strikes. That must have been grass. That must be grass. I'll throw it right back in the same spot. We'll see if that grass bites me again. Yeah, there was something there. Not a fish, something Yeah, there's rocks. Yeah. Those were not fish bites. Those were rock bites. Steve, you are always a problem solver, and I like that. Only problem is that the reason that and Mr. Krill's gonna think this is the stupidest reason, but hold on, bear with me. The only reason that I tie my leaders so long is because I don't want to have to retie that leader knot. So I want to leave a lot of line, so when I tie on new baits or whatever, it's going to take forever for me to get to where I have to tie on my knot, my leader knot again. But Mr. Krill will say, you never retie anyway, dummy. And he is correct. I never retie anyway, but just in case, I leave a little bit extra leader knot. I think that was that rock grass situation. That was that rock grass. I'm gonna cast back out there, something ain't right. I leave a little bit of extra in order for me to save time. Because it's an ordeal, bro, when I tie on that leader knot. Because I am not the best at tying on that leader knot, so I try and leave like one run up and one run down so that I can not tie it as often. Like I said, we're a problem solver ways. Oh, I'm a little concerned when Mr. Creel knows. What the heck is that? That was not a rock. That is something taking some drag. That's got to be a drum. If that is not a drum. Oh, that's a BBL, homies. That's a BBL. That right there is a BBL. Let's see what size of a BBL we got here, homies. Oh, this might be a BBL plus. This might be a little BBL plus. And by little, I don't mean little, homies. I mean, we're gonna have a waterside chat with this BBL real quick. And we're gonna see if we had to pay out a BBL plus. Oh yeah, don't get that BBL plus right here, homies. Shaky head in him, dog. This was the calm before the storm, homies. This was the calm before the BBL bit. I think we discussed that earlier. BBL Drizzy. Ooh, it's a little big. Let's see what size this BBL comes out to. Could this be a BBL plus? Remember, we got to get that 6 pound mark. Let us see. Sadly, my dudes, sadly, this is not a BBL plus. This is definitely a BBL, homies. I mean, that is a BBL right there. Tell you what, we'll reweigh it. There's no way that it's going to become a BBL plus, but we're going to reweigh it. Oh yeah, not a plus, but definitely a BBL, homies. Look at that beautiful baby right there. I wish I had voice left so that I could say some crazy things, but dudes, this is how you come back to be welcomed at Guntersville with a 5-pound, 5-ounce BBL gotcha fish. Look at that, baby. That's what's, look at that. Dang, homies. 5 pounds, 5 ounces. Let's let this baby go. There you go, girl. Get out there, do your thing. She wanted to splash at us. Now, dudes, now if I tell you that the NRX don't miss, the NRX don't miss, homies. That is that same shaky head that I was using on the other rod. But if you guys remember, when I was fishing with the other rod, we just weren't connecting like that. Like that, homies. 5 pounds, 5 ounces. That's what's up. That's what's up, dogs. So, homies, that's a good, nice little welcome home. Steve knows it's time to get the heck out of here. Dude, these buzz baits or biz baits. Look at that guy. He's barely holding on. I'm gonna change him. Steve knows it's time to get out of here. But while I'm changing this guy, I'm gonna throw, dude, I've caught, I think maybe like an almost 8-pounder here. It's my Tanko Tuesday video. I've caught an almost, I think it was almost 8 pounds or almost, I don't remember what it was. It was a long time ago. But you don't have to go far on this lake to catch yourself some good-sized BBLs. What? That's what's up. That was almost Tanko Tuesday. Almost a Tanko Tuesday replay, but not quite. Dudes, you guys heard that drag. That drag just took off. I thought that was a drum for a little bit. That's how hard she pulled until she came up, and then I was like, that is not a drum. But I do apologize to the homies for not making that a BBL plus. We need that 6-pound mark, guys. Son of a gun. It is Tuesday, the 22nd of April. We need that 6-pound mark in order to pay out. Now, of course, this all resets in May, but we're trying to get ourselves that 6-pounder here, homies. Bros. Slow and steady wins the race. That BBL was just chilling down there in those rocks. I could feel hitting rocks, and then one of the rocks hit me. I was like, whoa, bro, I come in peace. And when the rock hit me, I was like, all right, you want to fight? Then let's fight. 5 pounds, 5 ounces, homies. That means we got to do better. Not getting the BBLs, the BBL plus, dang. So that fish right there would have eaten all the fish that I caught at Clark's Hill. But I'm talking about like would have eaten them probably in one sitting. One mouthful would have eaten all those fish. 5 pounds, 5 ounces, homies. I thought it was a drum, bro. You guys heard his strip drag. Well, I think you heard it. Now that's got to be a dumb old drum. Pero it wasn't. It was a nice looking bass. Now is she rolling with her homegirls? Are they having a little, as my gente say, are they having a little torta party down there? And there are more of them. Let's find out. So we are throwing this Bizbait Green Pumpkin Magic Diamond, Dizzy Diamond. I'm throwing it on this, I don't know what size this is, maybe 3/16 of an ounce shaky head. Dude, that's how you get back in the game. Thank the good Lord. That's how we get back in the game. Let's get back out there. I'm gonna see if I can't pull another one out of there. It's highly unlikely, but just tighten our drag. We're gonna have to cast away because it's gonna have eaten into itself. And then we'll cast. That way we don't look like a bunch of fools out here. So for all those people that were watching me in Georgia, and thought I could only catch small bass, well, thank the good Lord that shows that, hey, at least I could catch one decent sized bass. And there's another one. Not big. Oh, that's a massive crappie. On a shaky head? What? Bro, this crappie on a shaky head. What the heck? What is this? Is this? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Now it's just getting weird out here. Can anybody tell me what the limit for crappie is? What the size limit for crappie is? And also, moderator, can you tell me if you want this crappie or what's the deal? This right here, guys, this is a 13-inch crappie. What? You want to weigh it? Let's do it. It's getting weird out here, guys. Super weird. Why would that fell on my foot. Why would a crappie bite? This crappie weighs 1 pound, 6 ounces. If anybody could please let me know what the size limit for a crappie is. I'm gonna throw this in the live well. See if the moderator wants it. What the heck was that all about? Getting super weird out here. Sure. We got a question mark 9 inches. Moderator says, bring the crappie. Dudes, and the funny part was, I just threw right there because I was trying to get out of my braid that was eating in on itself. So I just tossed right there real quick and I said, hey, I gotta toss this so that it doesn't make me look like a fool. But instead, it made me look all cool because I caught a crappie. So ridiculous out here sometimes. So 9 inches is the assumed size limit for, oh guys, we are in 8 feet of water. I didn't tell anybody any of that information, but we are in 8 feet of water. And the hump is on this side over here. I don't know, guys. I don't know what all that was about. So, family, that's on them, bro. I cannot control what they do. But this is just a Tuesday afternoon, guys, and we are just chilling here. I'm telling you guys, when summer comes along in the afternoon, it will not be unheard of to catch BBLs off of Comfort Hump just hanging out here, bro. Just throwing some lines, getting into a few BBLs there. $6:41. We still have another 40-some minutes to go. What is going on? Okay, Creel, thank you very much. I think you said it's 9 inches. That fish was 13 inches. I didn't want to get in trouble for taking a crappie home that I shouldn't be taking home. Everyone who looked that up for me, thank you very much. Darren said a chatterbait got him. All right, let's go along the angle that I think I was at. Well, that's not it. Where I was feeling all those rocks. That's weird. There's a sister to the cousin of Comfort Hump over here that we'll go try. You know, we'll just go through the entire family of humps and see what we can pull off. I feel the rocks. Let's turn the camera a little bit that way, guys. I told you guys that crappie was a pound, 5 ounces, right? Or something along those lines. Because crappie has suddenly become a fish favorite at my house. Oh, Rob's got a little trick up his sleeve. Maybe tell him to move to a lake that's a little more conducive to big fish. That's a good idea, Rob. But I don't think they're gonna go for it. I don't know if I'm gonna try this, guys, but what do you guys think about this? It's kind of weird, but what if this was like I told you, okay, turn to your textbooks or on this page, right? And by that I mean, I told you guys, okay, this is where I'm at. I'm on these coordinates right now. This is exactly where I'm at. And then that way, you guys could see the humps and visualize, oh, I now know what he's fishing. I can see where he's fishing, you know, like see exactly the spot, the angle, and I could describe it to you. I'd be like, okay, the hump or point is coming out this way, and I'm casting to the left, the right side, the north, the west, whichever way describes it best. I don't know if that works well, but then I think I might get some people who might not be too happy about that. I'm casting along the point now. Oh, we got sports scores coming in. 1-0 Leafs. Hold on, Colin. Isn't it Maple Leaves? Why would it be Maple Leafs? Because the team is the Maple Leaf, the Canadian Maple Leaf, or the Montreal Maple Leafs, or whatever they are, but not Leaves. Somebody explain that English situation there. So I don't think anybody answered whether they thought my turn your textbooks to this page was good or not. Singular. Rob took it old school. He was feeling the bottom. He was feeling the humps. He was fishing braille. Oh man, who invited this? Shield your eyes, boys. Bros, that is bright. Because if you don't have one of these fancy looker things, you could always just take the coordinates, be like, got it. And then your phone will give you those, you just put that in Google Maps, bro. And then at least you will know, okay, I am somewhere near this Google Map spot that he said. Now I can feel and fish braille style. That sun came out of nowhere, bros. It was dark and the sun said, not no more. And on this side, there's like a haze. Mike, I'm not exactly sure what a BBW is, but I don't think I want to know, bro. We will leave it a mystery. Yo, Will, what's happening, man? All right, let's go to the other hump. And we will see if we can pick off another BBL. Big built walleye. I hope that's what that stands for. Yo, Snazook, you got polarized pelican eyes? Hey, bro. I like that. Not all of us can have polarized eagle eyes. Yo, Mike, I hope you get that job as well, my friend. What was the job for, bro, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, bro. This is the last cast here, and then we are going to the other hump. In the other hump, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna pick off little dummies. And by little dummies, I mean like 2-pounders or so. But we'll get some action. Oh, want to splash right in front of me. All right, Mike, that's cool. Fishing tomorrow. Find me some spots. You asking if I'm fishing? Or are you saying you're fishing tomorrow and you're looking for spots? Like spots as in spotted bass. We're gonna need some punctuation. I mean, there was some punctuation. Something that gives us a little better clue of what you're trying to convey there, Mike. So homies, we got ourselves one BBL. Actually, while I'm on the move, fastest fun, boy. And I'll cast this out there. It's Don's chatterbait. What a surprise. We're gonna fish this hump right here for, I don't know, not too long. And then we're gonna go to that spot that we started off in. Are you kidding me, bro? I might as well have motorboated over here. Time is precious. Oh. Well, we're just out here testing to see if these areas are ripe just yet, Mike. I can only tell you that they're ripening. Guys, above me. The good Lord has a rainbow for us. That's what's up. The promise is kept, my friends. And it's raining a little bit. Old school. That BBL was caught on a shaky head. I think it was a 3/16 ounce shaky head. Got a little bit of rain. 3/16 ounce shaky head with Biz Bait Dizzy Diamond on it. We are in 10 feet of water right now. Eight feet. Seven feet. We are throwing Don's chatterbait. I did see a couple little arches in about 7 feet. Oh, some mayflies want to come over here and there is rain coming down, guys. Not a lot, but enough to scare me about my microphone. Cast towards the middle of the rainbow. Shouldn't I be casting to the end of the rainbow? That's dead in the middle of the rainbow. Oh, bros, that rainbow goes all the way to the top of that mountain. Okay, I see some arches underneath me. you guys. It comes all the way over here. Do you run a trailer on the chatterbait? I do. This is the baby, I don't even remember. It's Strike King, some kind of baby. There's a baby Z2, probably the Z2 maybe. Remember, along those lines. I do not have the baby Z2. I have the bigger version of it on the chatterbait right now. I am gonna have to check that one out in a second, bromance. Let me reel this one in, and then I'll throw a shaky head out here and let the shaky head do its thing while I check out this rainbow pick. And if you guys haven't already checked out Unlimited's video, Unlimited included the majority of the homies on the live stream. So in case you guys want to go check that out, that's on Unlimited's channel. I had to set the one-hand hook on that one and toss bromance to the floor. Sorry, bromance. Had to set that one-hand situation right there. Let's get this guy in here. I don't even know what you guys saw, but I have bromance's message. So guys, looks like about a 2-pounder, but this is what meant. That's what he found at the end of the rainbow. I should be careful what I do around rainbows, apparently. That is what he found. Let's weigh this guy real quick. Probably about a pound and change. This guy was also on that same shaky head. He's definitely a pound and change. Got the weight. No tag. We didn't check that BBL for a tag, but I don't think the BBL had a tag. That fish right there weighed 1 pound, 12 ounces. All right, dudes, so let's assess what we've seen here. Another one? Let's assess what we've seen here. This is, they're probably all gonna be turds about this size. But this is, hey, you son of a, don't mess up my worm, dog. Let's be cool, player. Probably about another pound and 12 ounces. I'll keep you guys from looking at the sky. Probably about another pound and 12 ounces. But let's assess what we've seen here, guys. And this is with just, I mean, this is just us seeing what we saw. 1 pound, 12 ounces. I'm not sure this ain't the same guy. 1 pound, 12 ounces. But in any way, shape, or form, I am using the same bait or the same setup that I had over there in Georgia. Now, I mean, it could be that the fish are different, but I'm using the same setup that I had in Georgia. This is the shaky head, the exact same shaky head, the exact same reel that I had in Georgia on the Norteño dubbed narcissist rod. Now, you guys have seen that I've set the hook from different angles, I mean, I'm not even in hook set position. I was on the phone on one of them, and I just set the hook with one arm. And we set the hook, and we landed that fish. And then I set the hook on that one, I set the hook on the BBL. All these, the hook set has been on the same exact bait. I'm talking about all I did was clip that bait off, put it onto this reel, or put this reel, clip that bait off of the narcissist rod, put it onto this reel, both the bait and the reel onto this rod. Let's speak English here. Bait and reel, put onto, dudes, look at this rainbow. And I'm not bending down in front of this one, but look at this rainbow. Would you look at that? Oh, what? What? So both of those were 1 pound, 12 ounces. But what I'm saying is, no matter how I was setting the hook with this NRX, I've landed those fish. Now, I was having trouble setting the hook on those other fish in Georgia with the new rod that I had purchased. So I'm thinking that I'm going to give it another shot, but I'm thinking that the jury has come back from deliberation to say that that rod, I don't think is NRX quality. Magic is following me now, bro. I'm not looking at my phone anymore, bro, man. Well, there's a rainbow around. So, like I was saying, guys, even the casting is same reel and bait setup. The leader knot goes through sides, no problem. I don't know, bros. The hook sets, they're landing. I don't know what to say, guys. I'll give you 25. Yo, what's up, Reasons? Dog, we're back home, Reasons. We're back home, and we were welcomed back, one, with this beautiful rainbow up here, As you can tell, there's a beautiful rainbow. But also, we were welcomed back with a 5-pound, 5-ounce largemouth, my dude. On this channel, we call those BBL Drizzies. We usually call them BBL Drizzies with a better tone, but since I got sick and my voice is all raspy, you get what you get. Too bad it wasn't a 6-pound BBL plus, because then we would have been paying out a $25 Bass Pro Shop gift card. But it wasn't. How many push-ups? We currently owe 40 push-ups. I'll do 25. What am I missing here? Oh, these guys are trying to buy my rod. 1-arm push-ups. Yo, Mike, now you're just talking crazy, dog. It's been tough the last 3 weeks. I feel like I've been gone for 3 weeks, my dude. All right, let me throw one more cast this way. A little further into the deep, and then we're out of here. We're gonna go to that other spot. The spot that we started off at near the ramp, because I know there's fish there. We just didn't catch any because we suck. But I know there's fish there. Reasons. You're hoping I find a giant, bro? Man, it's a tough crowd here, guys. 5-pound, 5-ounce fish. The bar just keeps raising and raising and raising, homies. We're gonna be at, all right, bros, only 10-pounders. We don't have a pulse for anything other than a 10-pounder. And if that's where we raise the bar, guys, that's where we raise the bar. But, I mean, let's at least enjoy the 5-pound, 5-ouncer for a little bit before we require some more. We're throwing in front of this point real quick. I told you guys that I was pretty sure that there was only, well, that we'd pick off a couple 2-pounders here, but I let you guys down. They were only 1 pound, 12 ounces. What a liar, bro. Canadians. Last cast to here, and then we're out of here. Apparently, there's a silent, not so silent raffle, or I mean, not raffle, but bidding war going on for my rod that I don't know about. want to splash over there, huh, homie? You guys are lucky I didn't throw my Nico out here. I gave you guys mercy. Oh, I forgot. I'm back home. I can start throwing Mr. Wiggles. Washalo? Washalo, homies? Washalo? Mr. Perry is in the house. Generous Mr. Perry has dropped a dime on us. And I'm not talking about he called the cops. I'm talking about he dropped a dime on us in a super chat. Mr. Perry, I appreciate your generosity. Mr. Perry, you are always welcome here, whether you drop a dime or not. All right, guys, let us move. We are moving to that spot that we started off at, guys. It is right next to the ramp. Let me get in the way of your sunset just to be a jerk like that. It is right next to the ramp, homies. We are getting close to home. Mr. Perry, how long have you been here? Have you been here long enough to see the BBL that we caught? Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to take this view away from you guys in order for us to be able to hear. In order to be able to not lose the mic. Let me turn it this way. You guys will probably be able to catch some of it. Here we go. Mr. Perry, I appreciate that, but these are not my sunrises. These sunsets belong to the good Lord himself. Mr. Perry, sunrises and sunsets and the glow on the other side, bro, it can't be beat. Sometimes it's all around us. I just don't understand it. Always be great. Reasons, we have fished that bridge before. We have definitely fished that bridge before. We don't fish it much. What am I doing with my life jacket still on? But we do fish it. Let's turn our lights on just so that the ranger knows we're all about safety here and following the law. Feet of water. It is about to be time to try and pick us off a BBL, at least buzzer beater, one or the other. I prefer a BBL, but buzzer beaters are nice. We're gonna toss the top water just till we get to the area where we want to focus on. Wouldn't everybody like a top water strike on this glass situation here, reflecting the sunset? Wouldn't that be picturesque? But is it gonna happen? I don't know. Only one way to find out. Let's fish around and find out. But not bad for a Tuesday. I can't. Getting over a sickness, 5.5 pounder will get you over that sickness a little faster. I mean, that's not a doctor's recommendation. I'm not giving you a prescription and saying, yo guys, if you ever get sick, the way to get healthy is a BBL. That is not a recommendation of mine. I am not a doctor. Unless it comes to matters of the heart, I am a doctor, a love doctor. But other than that, I'm not really a doctor. So do not take my prescriptions literal. I'm just saying that that BBL is gonna help me heal faster. I'm probably not even sick right now anymore, bros. I've just magically healed completely. Hey, Reasons, you've come to the right place, bro, if you're looking for a love doctor. I give out free game, dog. If the majority of the people who were watching this channel, look at that side, guys. Look at that side. Everything's pink, I just don't even know, bros. But if the majority of the people who are watching this channel were single, bro, they wouldn't be for long after they watch the channel. Because that's what I'm talking about, bro. I spit game for the homies. Ten feet. I got eelgrass more than likely. Yep, some kind of grass. All right, let's forget about this top water and let's go get them BBLs where they like to lurk. They like hanging out. They like slow action, bros. At least that's what I find that they like. Other people may have other opinions, but when I catch my BBs, I catch them on slower moving baits. as soon as I untangle chaos on my rod. How did this get? No idea what's going on here. Problem is almost solved. And the problem is solved. Oh man, let me look like I'm cool in the sunset, guys, so I can have a good thumbnail instead of one where I'm bending over looking at the comments. Because then if I use that as my thumbnail, people might come to this channel for the wrong reasons and be all like, well, what is this channel? What is this, clickbait? What is this guy up to? I don't want to mislead. Dudes, something hit me for sure, but then it left. It just smacked and boom. I was almost as quick to the trigger as you could be. Last time these funny games happened, the BBL came over and was all like, everybody, get out of my way. Let me handle this. And she gave me a nice little butt whooping. Let me turn it a little bit more so we get that thirds perspective. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Unlimited. I forgot I got a crappie back there. There it is, the rule of thirds, homies. What was that? That was grass, guys. Don't get excited. Act like we've been here before, because we have. We were here earlier today. Oh, son of a gun, I owe 40 push-ups. Now, if you saw the other live stream in Georgia, I didn't do any push-ups. That was because I was on vacation, guys. Since I live here, I have to do them. Now, these girls don't want to see my Nico, because I will pull out my Nico and catch all big girls. That's it. My Nico. I'm gonna do it. Hey, moderator, was the rest of that brisket juicy? We are throwing that Nico. He's a little torn, but it should still be good. This spot right here owes me a BBL, and that's why we've come back to it. I figured after an entire week or so, she should have forgotten about this Nico and wanted to eat it again. I got a text message that I thought was rather funny. Oh, we're hoping for sunset bass. Bros, imagine all the splashing out there. I'll make that bass jump around, guys. Reasons we refer to those as buzzer beaters. Fish in the last seconds of the day. We're expecting a buzzer beater, bro. We always expect buzzer beaters. Okay, we're in the grass. I don't want to be in the grass. I want to be outside the grass. One cast over here, and then I'm going to cast a little more to my right because we seem to be in the grass. I want that grass edge. While we are enjoying this crazy sunset, remember, my dudes, about the 2.1K subscriber giveaway. All you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in the 2.1K subscriber giveaway video, and you'll be entered to win a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. The drawing will be held, I think it's May 2nd, I don't know. Not this Friday, but the following Friday at 5 p.m. Central. So you got to have your comment in before then, or else you'll have to wait till the next drawing, which will be right after that, 2 weeks after the one that we did. All right, homies. We are going to cast a little bit to the right, which means that that's going to be out of your view, which is not great. Not great for viewing purposes. But the wind has moved the boat. Let us adjust. Let's see how that looks. I see arches underneath me, bro, so there is activity here. We just got to find it. And this Nico will find it. When we lose more light, we'll switch over to a chatterbait. I just got to work this angle correctly. I have faith in this Nico. Bro, so I finished seeing Tombstone, and I wondered, how did Doc Holliday not give everybody else tuberculosis? I thought it was pretty contagious, and he was just hanging out with everybody, like at the bar and wherever, and nobody seemed to be concerned about catching tuberculosis. How does that make sense? One more cast with this Nico. I cast it straight in front of me, a little bit to my left, and then I'm gonna cast a little bit more to my left, trying to get on that grass edge. He hasn't come back with any grass himself. A 6 point. Bait in order to get us the buzz. You want to jump right in front? I'll get back to you in a second, buddy. Doc Holliday had everybody else vaxxed. I just didn't understand it, bro. It didn't make any sense to me. I thought TB was highly contagious. But maybe I'm wrong. I already told you guys, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor other than a love doctor. But other than that, bros, it makes no sense to me. How did he not give everybody TB? Here we go, guys. We are throwing Don's chatterbait, trying to get ourselves that buzzer beater. I do not want to have to go do the rip wrap. But I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I am content with that 5 pound, 5 ounce BBL. I mean, we don't need to be greedy, but we'll keep casting as long as we got light. I'm still trying to get near that grass edge. I'm gonna let that Don's chatterbait hit the bottom, and I'm gonna slow roll him back. This spot is a hump that has some grass on it. Not a lot, but enough for us to get our shaky head in, apparently. We have put thump gel on this chatterbait, so we should be good with that. Funny you would mention that, Mike. Don has sent me, there we go, Don's chatterbait has struck again. Let's see, let's turn this camera right here so we can get some sunset splashing. Don's chatterbait has struck again. Buzzer beater! Don's come through for us again, guys. We gotta be totally thankful that Don has sent us these chatterbaits. It may not be a giant, but Don, you have struck again. Chatterbait. Let's whip this baby in here. Oh, that's a little bigger than we thought. Not a giant, but not a dink. Would you look at that, guys? There's that sunset buzzer beater, homies. We're still gonna be casting, but let's get a little more of that sunset right there, baby. Buzzer beater, Don's buzzer beater right there, homies. Let's check for a tag. Did we check those other little dummies for a tag? We probably didn't. But that buzzer beater, sunset fish, keep it real. Let's weigh it real quick, and then we'll go from there. We will do a reweigh. Make sure that we are tared correctly. I like to say tarred, but Mr. Creel hates when I say that. This fish weighs, this sunset buzzer beater right here, brought to you by Don and his chatterbait. Oh yeah, homies, no tag. Let's get back out there. That fish weighed 3 pounds. Even. That is all. 3 pounds, that is all. Don in the house. Yo, what's up, Jerry? But that fish did cut into my statement. As I was saying, Mike, Don has sent me many colors of chatterbaits. He sent me some green pumpkin ones. We just have not brought them out of the arsenal just yet, my friend. We are throwing the white chatterbait for now. It seems to be doing its thing. And when it seems to subside, then we might pull out those green pumpkins. But you think Don would leave me hanging like that, bro? No way. Don sent me the goods, bro. And he also sent me some spinner baits, but currently one of them rests in peace at the bottom of the lake in its packaging because it flew out of my boat without a single freaking cast. Don, it still eats at me that guy went into the water without a single fish or cast, for that matter. Dang, Colin, it looked tiny. Tata is saying that white chatterbait, toss it out there. So yeah, homies, Don hooked us up, bro. Don said, I want to send you some baits. And I was like, Don, you ain't got to send me nothing, dog. We good. He said, I just want to send you some baits, man. And I was like, okay, fine, Don. Send me some baits. And I thought he was going to send me a couple, bros. Thing you know, bro, this shipping for him had to have been like $400. The amount of baits that he sent me, I was like, what the heck? It wasn't necessary, but I'm grateful for it. It reminds me of Mr. Clint Perry, where he doesn't have to bust out any funds, but he seems to quite frequently chip into Silver's hay fund. And again, he doesn't need to, but he does. And I'm grateful for all the homies that help out. Mr. Creel, look, bro, put that on your big screen right there. That is the last thing that it weighed. Mr. Creel, come on now. Come on. Go back to the tape, Mr. Creel, and see if both my hands are visible to verify that I wasn't pulling on the fish. All right, guys, we're gonna make our move a little bit more to the dock. This is a flat or a hump, but it's got a little flat top. And we're gonna get towards the ramp. Son of a gun, that was another 10 push-ups. Now I owe 50. Son of a gun. Ta-ta. I could not even tell you where a buzzbait is on this boat right now. So, buzzbaits will have to be for another day. I know there's one somewhere in here, bro. I'm pretty sure I packed it up, but remember, I just came from a road trip, so there's no telling where all my baits are because they were thrown around for the fishing trip that we just went on. I mean, technically it was to visit family, but we went fishing. So let us reword that. When we went to go visit family and then we fished, that was where we lost track of where all our baits are. Mr. Creel, the only way that baits get in the trash is if I've tied them on once. And I haven't tied on a buzz bait in many a moon. So it's not in the trash because every now and then we empty out the trash. So it can't be in the trash, dude. That's a very good guess because that's just where it goes. Very good, but incorrect guess. Again, dudes, it will be raining every day of the week. I don't know when the rain is happening. I don't know if it's early. What was that? A big old fish splashing off there in the distance. A big old fish splashing where a buzz bait would have caught him. But I don't know if it'll be raining us out or it's raining. There's no, because I haven't looked that far into the future. Oh, Steve. Steve might be right. He's been trying for quite some time to get a buzzbait in here. Now he got close, or at least I got close, with a bizbait. That's close, bro. That's just one letter off. Rather than B-U-Z-Z, it is B-I-Z-Z. And dudes, those bizbaits, they catch, bro. So it's pretty close. All right, we're coming up in 5, 6 feet, somewhere around there. I want it to stay right on the edge of that. So if it doesn't rain too crazy and it's suitable for some kind of fishing, we will be out here fishing. But if it gets too rainy, then we're all just gonna have to watch Unlimited's creativity on his videos for that day. Who knows what he's gonna cook up on his next video? $1 buzzbaits. Dude, I think the buzzbait that I have was not $1, but the age of it may have depreciated it to the point where it is worth $1. But I don't know, I have to check it out. I think I may have had that buzzbait for like many moons. I'm talking about years. I may have had that buzzbait. And I don't mean a couple years. I mean like, it might be vintage. All right, guys, so we came out, we got 5 fish. A 3-pounder, a 5.5, 112, and a 112. Is that all of them? That sounds about like 5 fish. We're still casting over these humps. I know it's hard for you guys to see me, but we're casting over the humps. It's funny how the GoPro, I mean in the GoPro it looks like total darkness, but it's not as dark. $50 push-ups is probably a good way to start getting back in form. You caught a smallmouth? Maybe one day, guys, we take the trek up to the dam and try and get ourselves some smallmouth, like, I forgot what his name did. I forgot exactly what his name is. The guy who won Red Crest. Maybe we go out and we try and get some smallmouth up there. It'll have to be a weekend, that's for sure. What's his change name? Well, send me the video reasons and then I'll just show the homies, bro. You know what? Put this channel, dude. We're here for everybody. If you got yourself a big fish, send it to latinbassassin@gmail.com and we'll put some shine on it, dog. Don't hesitate, my dudes. Or my dudettes, whatever. Send your pictures. It's totally up to you guys. If you want to be putting some shine on your fish, send them, homies. That was grass. Thought I had a nibble, but it was grass. So here's a double-edged sword, guys, because I leave Guntersville because, you know, sometimes I'm like, okay, the grass becomes too much, too overwhelming and whatnot. And then I go to Clark's Hill, and over there, I'm like, okay, I can feel rock, but now the bites are smaller. So, double-edged sword. All right, guys. Let's see if I've received an email. Last one I got was bromance being a comedian. I still haven't received anything from Reasons. I don't know what the Reasons has not sent this, but hey, did you guys see Unlimited's video and the corn diff shout out? Now that right there, guys, that made me chuckle. I appreciated that. Freaking eelgrass, bro. 22. You can only fish with double-edged swords. Single-edged swords are illegal in Georgia. Double-edged swords, bro, you're good. But the catch and release ratio is not that great, bro. I'm cruising to the dock. There's somebody at the ramp right now, so I am in no rush. I'm gonna turn this fish finder off in the front because there's so many bugs. Now don't Google that 22. Just know that you could possibly fish with a double-edged sword. All right, guys, here we go. Now we got Reason's smallmouth. See, this is how we put shine on the homies. Watch out, bros. Look at that smallmouth right there. Let's see what other pictures were sent with that. That right there, bro. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's a good sized smallmouth. Now, I didn't see a video. I only saw 2 pictures. So hopefully that is what he was meaning to send. All right. Don, peace out, homie. Don, again, your chatterbaits coming through like champs, bro. And it's that one single chatterbait that I've been throwing for the longest time, dude. On a braised line. I think it's braised, whatever. On line with abrasions. Just the way Mr. Creel likes them. Mr. Creel loves that line with abrasions. All right, guys, we're coming to the ramp. I'm gonna do 20 right now, then I'll do 30 up there. Not all at once, I'm gonna do What is all this fishing line right here? Come on, guys. Dame crazy. Somebody left a shad ton of fishing line here. Ay, 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 the trash collector has to come and do his job. Let me pick this trash up, because these guys, it's like they were raised in a barn. A not very clean barn. Let me go see what we got here. Bros, what the heck? Friggin' bugs. Why? Why did somebody leave this much line and stuff on the dock, bros? Makes no sense. Ajajai, I tell you, boys. Oh, I was supposed to do 20 push-ups. Ah, forgot about that. Let's get it. Let me bust out that 20, and then I'll go get the truck, and then we'll go from there. Seriously, bros. Why did you leave all that line? That's ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I figured I'd just get those 25 out, and that way I only owe 25. Watch the boat for me, homies. I gotta go get the truck. I just remember Mr. Creel said that I pulled on the scale. What? What? I can't believe that. He said I pulled on the scale. A dude who's been in my boat accusing me of pulling on the scale. Que pues, Creel? I thought we was boys. Later, Rob. Thanks for joining us, bro. You were missing for a while, homie. But thanks for showing up. Thank you, Rob. Hopefully there's no rain so you guys can fish BLs. That way we could put some shine on them. Well, Mr. Creel, at least that's better than the other emoji that you have. The face palmer. You've upgraded to 2 emojis. I'm very proud of you. It's good enough. Let's see if I can do some incline right here, or decline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. All right, guys, let's get this boat out the water. That's not a bad time warming up right there, boys. Come back from Georgia and get ourselves 50 push-ups worth of fish. Not bad at all. Oh, Silver. I got some sunflower seeds right here. Well, thank you very much, guys, for showing up today. Hopefully, you guys were entertained. 5-pounder, not bad. Started off kind of slow. Was a little worried that we didn't know how to catch fish in Guntersville anymore. But then we went to Comfort Hump to get us recentered. And we caught one. And then after that, we went to Comfort Hump's cousin across the way and hooked into a 5-pound, 5-ounce BBL. And then a couple little Clarksville reminders. We caught ourselves a 112 and then another 112. And then we capped it off with the nightcap, the buzzer beater, the 3-pound bass that Mr. Creel called bullshit on, but it was a 3-pounder, guys. It was definitely a 3-pounder. Just buttoning up the boat, putting away the stuff that will fly off. Moderator, there is a mess load of line inside the trash. I'm talking about like a lot. Not a little, but a lot. So my dudes, thank you very much for joining us today. We're still a little sick, but we're getting over it. So we should get our wits about us later on in the week. And then maybe we'll catch some more BBLs, some BBL pluses. We don't know. We're gonna try. We'll see what's up. We'll fish around, find out, see what happens. Remember to enter that 2.1K subscriber giveaway. It is for a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. All you gotta do is be a subscriber and put a comment in my 2.1K subscriber giveaway video. And that is all, bro. Subscribe, put a comment, and you're entered in to win. So homies, hope you have a wonderful evening and fish around and find out, my dudes. I gotta find out how to turn off my watch's light. But fish around and find out, homies. Peace out. Oh, I better not forget about that crappie, dog. Thanks for reminding me, guys. $3 pesos. Peace out, homies.